to pause.
Yes, because if we do not stop the
Just
recording,
try
it will
editing.
actually continue playing. Okay, so again, good evening once again. So it is another Tuesday night. So we are going to continue with our lesson last time. You can still remember the lessons that we had last meeting. We can still remember the lessons that we had last meeting. One, it is all about what? It is all about integers, right? What is an integer? Can you still remember the definition of integer? An integer is a what? It's a whole number which can either be a positive or a negative number, right? So it is also what? Can you remember? Anyone? Also trying to remember that one because no, some of you they do not participate. What should we do? That everybody will have to participate. What are we going to do? If I am going to ask you, nobody is actually answering. So an integer, by the way, is actually
Hello, ma'am.
hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay. So you just started the recording after
Yes, sir.
Mandarin?
I ended the recording in Mandarin, sir. Then I continue. I actually started
Okay.
it again, sir.
So you stop it and it just started right for the
Yes, sir.
Zoom. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, kid. All right. This is a great opportunity. Okay. A great opportunity for everybody. Right? So Harry would like to again and again to remind everyone. All right. This is a special program that you will be able to learn a lot. There are two choices, whether you, okay, actively, right, actively and prepare and eagerly, okay, attend all this program, or you choose to not to come, okay. However, in the next 3 or 5 years, those who did not come will be, okay, will run behind. Okay, so this is the opportunity for everybody to learn from Mom Samira. Okay, now remember, it is not easy. It's a lot of challenge. It's a lot of commitment, but only those who have determination will survive. Is that correct, Mom? Okay.
Yes, sir.
With that, yes. With that in mind, Mom, I pass it back to you. They're going to have an exam, a quiz very soon.
Yes, sir. I will try to have the quiz tomorrow.
Okay. Because the quiz at Teacher German, it's not good at all. Okay. Teacher German English, not good at all. Okay. Even Alfonso, it only gets 7. Okay. Cynthia, 7. Okay. Honey, 7 out of 15. Inda, 9. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. So with that in mind, guys, okay, you need to learn. Okay. Do not let it come over here, did not take a note, and then move along next time, do the same thing, did not review what you learned. You cannot do that. You need to take it seriously. Okay, Alfonso? Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, Mom. I just passed it to you, Mom.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So I will have to tell you that I'm going to give you quiz tomorrow. Okay, so we are going to have quiz tomorrow, and it will be all about our present topic, which is all about integers. Okay, so as
But
I
I
was
cannot see, but I cannot write there tomorrow.
cannot be able to attend the quiz tomorrow, we will try to. We will ask Sir Harry if he will allow you to take the exam when you get home. Okay. So
Okay.
as it is, last meeting, I think it was Mark who says that having learned the integers, he right, Mark. What did you say last meeting? You said that it can be very enjoyable since you have this knowledge already regarding the different operations used in integers, right? And then, as I kept on saying, you should be able to listen very carefully, be attentive, keep on focusing, and don't forget to write everything on your notebook as much as possible when we are having the discussion and when I am actually trying to let you watch or let you what do you say? Sure, you told me last time I was able to talk to you. You were able to talk after the meeting. You asked me something and then you told me that it can be very interesting. I remember it. Okay, so by the way, as I was saying, it can be very interesting as long as you will be able to write on your notebook. Writing on your notebook can be very helpful. Why? It can help you remember things, especially the latest discussion. If you do not write anything on your notebook, there will be this tendency that you may be able to forget that. Right? So you have to write, you have to listen, you have to focus, and then as much as possible, try to be cooperative. Try to participate, especially during the time when I am actually asking you some questions. Okay, so as I was saying, an integer can be is actually a whole number. This one, it is actually a whole number. Can you see this? This is actually taken from the Google. So this is what is meant by integers. So an integer is actually a positive or a negative whole number. Do not forget a positive or a negative whole number. This actually is a negative number which can be found on the left side, while this one is actually without the sign. It is understood that these are all considered as a positive number. Zero is actually neither positive nor negative. So this is neutral. So this must be found at the center. So these are actually all the examples of integer. So if you can see a whole number which can have a sign of a negative or a positive number, that is what we call an integer. So if I am going to give you an example, for example, negative 75, can we consider that one as an integer? Negative 75, can you consider that one as an integer? What do you think, Tristan? Can you consider negative 75 as an integer? Look at the definition of an integer. An integer, again, is a positive or negative whole number, and that includes zero. I am going to give you an example such as negative 75. What is negative 75? Is negative 75 a whole number? Yes or no? What do you think? Is it a whole number? Can you see any decimal point for the negative 75? What do you think? Honey, you see negative 75? Can you see a decimal point? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, can you see?
No.
No. So, if you cannot see a decimal point, can we consider negative 75 as an integer? What do you think? Can we consider negative 75 as an integer? Chitya, negative 75. It doesn't have a decimal point, right? It doesn't have a decimal point. So, it is actually a whole number. So, can you consider negative 75 as an integer? Yes or no? No? How about Inda? Inda, can you consider negative 75 as an integer? Can you see any decimal point from the number negative 75?
Yes.
Is there a negative point from the number negative 75 such as this one? Negative 75. Can you see any decimal point? Yes or no? Aaron, can you see a decimal point?
Yes, miss.
Huh? Do we have a decimal point? Do you know what is decimal? Decimal is a small period, such as this one, 7.5. This this small period is actually what we call the decimal point. Can we see anything like this from this example? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is there any decimal point from this example?
No.
No. So what do we call this 75? Is this a whole number or no?
No.
No, it's not a whole number. What do you think? This actually is a whole number. So if you can if you say whole number, it doesn't have any decimal places or decimal point. So this is actually a whole number. So if you started with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to 1 million, these are all whole numbers. But if I say 1.5, 1.25, 1.63, that is not a whole number. It is a decimal number. Okay? And then, if you see, such as this one, 5/7. What is this? Is it a whole number, a fraction, or a decimal number? 5/7. Is this a whole number, a decimal number, or a fraction? Hello? Listen carefully. Look at this. Based on the definition, look at the definition. An integer is a positive or negative whole number, including 0. So these are all whole number. This is actually the same with this one. This is actually the same with this one. So can we still consider negative 75 as an integer? Yes or no? What do you think? It's just like this one. This all. This all. And we consider negative 75 as an integer. Yes or no?
Maybe that yes.
Yes. So it's like negative 75 is actually an integer. Ito is a negative whole number. How about 25? How about 25? Can we consider 25 as whole number or as an integer? Can we consider 25 as an integer? Yes or no? 25. Hello? This one. 25. Can we consider 25 as a whole number? integer? No? Can you see any decimal point?
Number.
A whole number. So what must be 25? Can this 25 considered as an integer? Yes or no?
No.
No?
Wait. Oh,
Look
yes.
at this. Is 25 a whole number?
Yes.
Yes. So what is the definition of an integer? An integer is a positive or a negative
Whole
whole
number.
number, including 0. So is 25 an integer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So you should always focus on what was being asked. Okay? Think before you answer. So if you are being asked, analyze first what was being asked. Okay? We need to analyze first what was being asked. Okay, look at this. How about negative 50? What is negative 50? Is negative 50 an integer?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. How about, yes,
There's no decimal.
there's no decimal. That is why it is considered as an integer. How about square root of 40? What is this? Is this considered as an integer?
No.
No. How about 0.28? Can this be considered as an integer?
No.
No,
No.
because it is not a whole number. Right? If I am going to say, okay, 36. What is the sign of 36? Is the sign of 36 positive or negative?
Positive.
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 Very good. So if you cannot see any sign at all, it is understood that the sign is positive. But if you can see signs like this one, so this is actually a negative number. Okay? These are negative numbers. So that is what you are going to remember. So just simply look back and think about the definition of an integer. An integer again is actually a positive or negative whole number, and that includes 0. Okay, that includes 0. Then look at this. So there are actually 4 integer operations. Can you name the 4 basic operations? Can you name the four basic operations in mathematics? 4 basic operations in mathematics.
Multiplication, addition, subtraction, division,
And addition, subtraction, division, and
multiplication.
multiplication. So these are all the 4 integer operations. So this is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So addition is a positive or a plus sign. A plus sign, or it can also be called as a positive sign. Subtraction is a minus sign, or we can also say that it is actually
Negative
a
sign.
negative sign. Yes. And then multiplication is simple as x, and then the division is, it looks like this, right? It can also look like this one, 1/2, right? 1/2. This is actually considered as the, like this one, equal to this division sign, or it is an
What about 2 dots?
yeah. This is just the same with this one, or the one like this one, 1/2. Okay? 1/2.
Wait, what about the dot? There's 2 dots.
This one, this is actually the original sign of division, right? This is actually the original symbol of division. But most of the time when you say fraction, fraction actually is also telling us that we are also dividing. We are also dividing. So this is actually one of the sign which is actually the same with this division sign. Same with this one. So this is actually a bar with which this bar is actually, it has a number on top and a number on the bottom. So this is also considered as just with the same with the division. Okay. So there are rules. Every now and then, if you look at it, there are always rules. So in adding, so we are always going to take note, addition and subtraction, they have the same rule. They have the same rule. It is applicable to both addition and subtraction. Okay, but look at it first. Consider first the addition. So according to this, the rule number 1 for adding integers, okay, for adding integers, the sum of two positive integers is always positive. Look at this. 5, it doesn't have a sign. So this must be what? Positive or negative number? What is this? Is this? It doesn't have a sign. So what do you call this one? Is it a positive or a negative number?
Positive.
Positive number. Very good, Inda. So it is as if like this. Look at me. It is 5 plus, okay, 5 negative, positive, I mean, a minute. It is also the same like this one. Like this. 5 plus 1. Look at the parentheses. Look at the number inside the parentheses. Can you see any sign inside the parentheses? No. So these are all two positive integers. So if I am going to add this one, then the sum, the total value of this will also become positive. Will also become positive. You cannot see any signs at all, right? So this must be a positive sign. Okay. Wait. We will continue with the next one because you can see several differences when you look at it. Okay. Then how about this one? Rule number 2 for adding integers. If you can see two negative numbers such as this one, look at this. The sum of two negative integers is always negative. So we added two negative integers. So these are all the signs. Look at this. These are all the signs. If you look at it, this is actually a negative 5 and this is actually a negative 1. If you see two negative numbers and you are going to add this one, then you need to do the function of addition, which is to combine these two and copy the sign. You need to copy this sign. These are all negative. That is why I should always place a negative sign here. I am going to copy this one. Then I am simply going to add it as the same as what we are usually do when we are actually adding numbers. So we just simply add this one and we copy the sign. So look at the difference. So earlier you can see that they are all positive and we add it, and then the sign, we also get the sign which is also positive. So in this case, this is all negative, and then we added the two negative numbers with which it also gives us a negative sum. Okay, it also gives us a negative sum. By the way, when you say sum, it tells us that it is actually the result of addition. It is the total of addition or the result of addition. And then another rule for adding integers is if you see a positive and a negative number, then what are you going to do? Like this one. This is a positive 5 and then a negative 1. I am going to add it. What should we do? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? If you see two integers, a positive and a negative integer, and then you are going to add these two integers having different sign, what are we going to do? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract?
Subtract.
signs. So if you show it like this one, then you are going to subtract. So 5, which is bigger, 5 or 1? Which is bigger, 5 or 1?
5.
What do you think? Which is bigger? Which 5? What is the sign of 5?
Positive.
Positive or a negative? What is the sign
Positive.
of 5? Is it negative or positive? What is the sign of
Positive.
5? Positive. Therefore, our answer will also become positive. Why? Because we are going to copy the sign of the bigger number. So the sign of the bigger number is positive. And then we saw that there are two integers having two different signs. Instead of adding it, we are going to subtract it. But take note, we are going to copy the sign of the bigger number. We are going to copy the sign of the bigger number. Okay. Second, look at the second number or the second example. You can also see that there are two integers, a positive and a negative integers. Okay, they have two different signs. So we should be able, or we are expected to add these two integers. But take note, if we look at it, they have these two different signs. So instead of doing the usual function of addition, which is to combine, what we are going to do is we are going to subtract. We are going to subtract. But take note, always remember to copy the sign of the bigger number. Which has a bigger number? A positive number or a negative number? The sign of negative number is 5, while the sign of positive number is 1. So which is bigger between 1 and 5? Is it 5 or 1? Which is bigger? 5. What is the sign of 5? Negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. That is why we copied the sign of 5. Okay? We subtracted the two numbers or the two integers, but take note, we copied the sign of the bigger integer. Okay. Another thing is that, look at this. So what we are going to do is that, okay, what we are going to do with this one is that, if you look at it, do you think the answer here is correct or no? Do you think the answer here is correct or no? It is actually, we are going to add two numbers or two integers, but take note, the sign of the two integers here is actually the same negative. They have two the same sign integers, which is actually a negative integer. So if you look at it, are you going to add or are you going to subtract? Go back to rule number 1. Rule number 2. Are you going to subtract or are you going to add? Rule number 2, this one. Are you going to add or are you going to subtract? What did we do here? So for rule number 2, they have two integers having the same sign, and it so happened that the sign here are both negative. What we did was we added the two integers and we copied the sign. We copied the sign of the two integers. So in other words, if you see two negative integers and you are going to add the two negative integers, the sign will always be negative. The sign of the two negative integers, if you are going to add these two negative integers, will still be negative integer. So negative 5 plus negative 1 is equals to negative 6. So in this case, negative 5 plus negative 6, is it true that it is 0 or what? Is it correct that this is 0 or not? You are supposed to add this one. So negative and negative, 5 plus 5 is what? 0? Is it 0?
Yes.
5 plus 5. Is it 0, Alfonso? Or
Yes.
no? So this is actually not a 0. This is not the correct answer, but rather the correct answer would be negative 10. this must be negative 10. But in this case, if we can see that like this, 5, negative 5 plus 5. Okay. What will be your answer? What will be your answer?
0.
The answer here will be 0. Okay? How about this one? 5 plus negative 5. What will be your answer here? Do they have the same sign?
No.
No. So if they do not have the same sign, what are we going to do? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract?
Subtract.
What is your answer here? 5 plus negative 5. What is your answer?
0.
0. Very good. This is also 0. Okay. Okay, next. 5 plus 6. Both of those integers are all positive. What is your answer? 5 plus 6.
11.
11.
Positive 11. How about this one? Negative 3 plus negative 2. What is your answer? They both have the same negative integer. What is your answer? Negative 3 plus negative 2. What is your answer here? They
Negative
both have the
5.
same. Negative
5.
5. Very good. How about this one? Negative 6 plus 5. Negative 6 plus 5. What is your answer here? They have different
Negative
signs.
1.
Negative 1. Very good. So this is 11, while this one is negative 5, and this one is negative 1. How about this one? 8 plus negative 7. 8 plus negative 7. What is your answer here?
1.
1.
1. Very good. It should
I think
be,
I'm starting to understand.
yeah. And then negative 9 plus 9. Negative 9 plus 9.
0.
So, okay. So you understand?
I not understand.
Yeah. So you should always take note. You should always write something on your notebook so that you will not be able to forget. Okay?
Wait, let me screenshot it. Or take a note.
I deleted the answers. Do you need the answers or no? Do you still need the answers or no?
No.
No. Okay.
Done.
Done. Okay. Next. So very good. These are all correct, right? So these are all the answers. And then we also have here subtracting of integers. Subtracting of integers. So to subtract an integer, add its opposite. What does it mean? To subtract an integer, add its opposite. Okay? You will need to correctly change all subtraction problems into addition problems. That is why addition and subtraction are related. This is subtraction and addition is related with each other. So to subtract an integer, add its opposite. What does it mean? Okay. To subtract an integer, add its opposite. So 5 minus negative 1. To subtract an integer, add its opposite. So this is actually a minus sign, which is a subtraction. Wait, I cannot see. Yeah, this one. According to the rule, we need to add its opposite. So this is opposite. What is the opposite of negative 1? What is the opposite of negative 1? What is the opposite of negative number? The opposite of negative number is a positive number. So what will be your answer here? In this case, it will become like this. 5 plus 1. What is your answer?
6.
is your answer? 5 plus 1?
6.
6. Very good. Wait a minute. So the correct answer here is 6. How about this one? How about this one? Negative 5 minus 1. So this is actually a positive number. Negative 1 minus 1. What are we going to do with that one? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? They are actually, they are also different sign. What do you think? Are you going to add or are you going to subtract? According to this, to subtract an integer, add its opposite. This is actually a positive sign and this is actually a negative sign. So what are we going to do? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? This is a positive integer while this one is a negative number or integer, we add it. This is a negative integer and this is a positive integer. Are we going to add or are we going to subtract? But
Subtract.
are we going to subtract? What do you think? So if you look at it, we're not going to subtract this one. But what we are going to do is we are simply going to add it. So if you look at this, so negative and negative, they both have the same sign now. Because if I'm going to multiply negative to positive, that would give me negative sign. And I am going to add it. Therefore, the answer will also be 6, but it will now be negative. It will now have a negative sign. We just simply copy the sign here. This or negative sign. So this is what you need to remember. Okay, this is what you need to remember. Okay, there are some examples, so we need to answer that one. Let us see if we can still get this one. Okay. Okay. This one is actually other steps regarding the changing of subtraction problem into an addition problem. So this is what we did. We simply change or we simply add the two. We simply add the two integers having different sign, right? So if you look at this, there are 3 steps. So we are going to keep the first integer the same. The root word here or the keyword here is same. And then the second step is to change the subtraction sign into an addition sign. Again, the keyword here is change. And then the last step is to take the opposite of the number that immediately follows the newly placed addition sign. Again, this is the keyword again here is change. So same, change, and change.
Wait, I didn't.
One.
Yeah. Oh, there are 3 steps. Okay.
Are you done?
Done.
Okay, so look at this. Same, change, and change. The examples, look at this. This 5 here is positive, while this 2 here is negative. We are going to subtract 2 from negative 2 from 5. So according to the steps, the first integer here, which is the positive 5, we are not going to do anything with this one. While on the second step, this negative sign will turn into positive or with an addition sign. And then this sign will also change and it will also become positive. That is why what we did was we simply added it. So instead of saying 5 minus negative 2, we are going to change it as 5 plus 2. Can you get this one? First step, 5 still will remain or will be the same. Second step, this negative sign will be changed into plus sign or positive sign. And then the next integer will also change. The next integer will also change. So the sign of the next integer, instead of negative, it will become positive. So if you look at it, they both have the same positive sign. That is why we added it. 5 plus 2 is equals to 7. 5 plus 2 is equals to 7. Look at another example. Negative 5 minus positive 2. What we did was, negative 5 is still the same. This negative sign has become positive, and then this positive 2 has become negative 2. If you look at the first rule of addition, if you encounter two negative integers, the sum of these two negative integers will be added together, and we are going to get the sign of the two integers, which is negative. Or in other words, the sign of these two negative integers will also become negative. Okay? Will also become negative. So we change this negative sign into positive sign. This positive 2 has become negative 2. And then when we look back from the rules regarding addition, you will see that we simply add these two numbers and we just copy these two signs here, which is actually negative. Okay, this one. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2. It will be like this. I'm going to make sure that 5 will still be the same. Then this negative sign or minus sign will be changed into plus. And then this positive 2 will become negative 2. Okay. What will be your answer?
Why does it have to be like that complicated? Because 5 minus 2 equals 3. That's it. There's nothing modified there. No negative.
5 minus 2 is equals to 3. Okay, I am just giving emphasis on the signs and also on the rules. Right? Because it is not always like this. It will not be always like this. That is why we need to keep on remembering the different rules.
But there's only 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3. No need complicated like that.
As it is, we should always follow the rules. It is up to you. Okay? You can easily understand this one. But how about your classmates? Can they be able to understand it as easy as you can? Sometimes they cannot, right? That is why on your part it can be very easy, but on the others this must not be also as easy as you can see it. That is why I need to show them and then emphasize the rules. Okay, how about this one? Negative 3. Okay, change this minus sign into positive, and then this positive 4 will become negative 4. So how about that one? What is your answer here? What is your answer?
Negative 1?
Is it negative 1?
This is just my guess.
Okay, you can go back to the rules. That is why I'm telling you. You should go back to the rule. If you can see two negative integers being added together, what we are going to do? We can have a negative answer also, but it means that we should add this. So the answer will be, they have the same sign. So the answer will become negative 7. Can you get this one? This is actually rule number 2 regarding addition. This is actually rule number 2 regarding addition of integers. Okay, how about this one? Negative 1. Change this sign into positive. Then this negative sign will become positive also. Okay, what will be your
3.
answer? Is it 3? They have
1.
1. What is the sign? Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Very good. Okay, another thing. Negative 5. Change this sign into positive. Plus. And then this one will also be positive. So what will be your answer?
Negative 2.
Very good. Negative 2. How about this one? Again, follow the rules. 7
7 is positive.
plus, yes, positive. And then this negative 6 will become positive 6. So what will be your answer? What is your answer?
13.
13. Can you slowly get this one? And we are going to look at the answers. So negative 3, negative 7, 1, negative 2, and 13. Did we get it all right? We get it all right. So that is why we should always follow the rules. Sometimes there are very easy examples or problems which will be given to you, but in most cases we can also encounter those examples or problems with which we really need to apply the rules. We really need to apply the rules. Okay. Before I will continue, do you have some questions regarding the steps or the rules about addition and subtraction of integers? Do you have some questions regarding addition and subtraction of integers? Who can wrap it up for us? Who can wrap it up for us? If you can see, or if you are going to add two integers and they have the same signs, are we going to add this one or are we going to subtract? If you can have two integers having, if you can add two integers having the same sign, are we going to add or are we going to subtract? We're talking about addition. You are going to add two the same signs integers. What are you going to do? What operation are you going to perform? Is it addition or subtraction? In that case, you are going to perform addition. But if you can see two integers having different sign, instead of adding it, you are going to subtract this one. You are going to subtract this one and you are going to follow the sign of the bigger number. Okay? You are going to follow the sign of the bigger number. Okay? And then for subtraction, take note. Remember the steps, which is same, change, change. Okay? Which is same, change, change. After doing that thing, go back to the rules regarding addition. Go back to the rules regarding addition. Okay, rules for multiplying integers. Rules for multiplying integers.
Ooh, interesting.
Some questions? Huh? The product of two integers with the same signs is positive. For example, negative times negative is equals to positive. Positive times positive is also equals to positive. While negative, okay, this one, negative times positive is negative, and positive times negative is negative. So just like this one, positive times positive is equals to positive, while negative times negative is also equal to positive. And then this one, positive times negative will give us negative. And then negative times positive will also give us negative. Okay? So that is what is meant by these rules. Okay? Copy this one. You can actually try to screenshot this one. So again, when you're going to multiply two integers having the same signs, whether these are both positive or these are both negative, you are going to have a product of positive sign. While in the other hand, if you are going to multiply two integers having different sign, then what you are going to have is you will be able to get a negative sign. Like this one, positive and negative. Positive times negative will give us negative, while negative and positive will also give us negative. Understood? Do you understand? Okay, next. Next is this one. This is what I am telling you earlier. This is the rule, or these are the rules regarding what was being implied here. So this is what it is. Okay? And then we will try to practice this. Positive 6 times negative 3. What would it give us? Positive 6 times negative 3. What is your answer? Anyone? You can write it down on the chat box. Positive 6 and negative 3. What is your answer? Write it on the chat box. Write it down on the chat box. What is your answer? Positive 6 times negative 3. So we are going to multiply positive and negative. Very good, Felicia. This will become negative.
I'm
Yes.
so confused.
Okay. 3 times 3. Both of these are positive. It will give us positive 9. Very good. Next. Negative 4 times positive 5. These are negative, two different integers having different sign. Negative 20. Wow, very good. Next. Negative 6 times negative 2. Take note, they both have the same sign. So that would give us positive 12 or simply 12, because it is implied that it is a positive number. Next, negative
But I'm very
7.
confused.
Negative 7 times negative 8. 56. Okay, what part of the lessons you think you got confused, Mark?
At the multiplication.
It's the multiplication. Okay, we are going back to the rules. We are going back to the rules. Look at this. We are going back to the rules. If you are going to multiply a positive number times a positive number such as this one, then it will give us a positive product. So that is why your classmates gave me positive 9. And then according to this one, if I am going to multiply a positive number and a negative number, that would give me a negative number, such as this one. 6 times negative 3 will become negative 18. And then another thing is that if I am going to multiply two negative signs, negative times negative integers, then I will be able to get a positive integer. So that is why negative 6 times negative 2 becomes positive 12 or simply 12.
Maybe write it. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to write it again. So this one will give me negative 18. This one will give me positive 9. This one will give me negative 20. This one would give me positive 12. And this one will give me positive 56. Look, just simply look at the sign. You just need to look at the sign, this one. As long as you multiply two different signs, automatically the sign will become negative. The sign of the product will become negative. And then if you multiply two the same sign integers, then you will have a product of a positive integer. Can you get it now, Mark? Are you still confused about the signs?
Yes. Try number 1.
Number
What
5.
should we do?
Okay, look at number 5. Number
do.
4 and number 5, they are the same, right? So we are going to multiply two negative integers. Two negative integers. So that would give us positive integer.
6 times 2 equals 12.
Yes, and then
times
negative
8 equals
times negative will be positive.
7 times 8 equals 56.
Yes, and that would give, again, negative times negative will also become positive.
But what about number 1? 6 times negative 3.
Yes, 6 times negative 3. They have different signs. They have different signs. The first integer is a positive number or positive integer, while the second integer is a negative integer. So they have different signs. That is why we have a different negative sign product.
6 times 3 equals 18 because they're different. It is negative.
Yes.
Okay, I'm starting to understand.
Okay, thank you very much, Mark. So we are going to erase this one and then look at the answer. If you look at the answer, these are all the same. Negative 18, positive 9, negative 20, positive 12, and positive 56. Okay, so did you know that the rules for multiplication and division are the same? So what does it mean? If you are going to divide a positive number to another positive number, that would give us a positive quotient. If you are going to divide a negative integer to another negative integer, that would also give us a positive answer. And then if you are going to divide a positive integer into negative integer, that would give us a negative sign integer. And then if I am going to divide a negative integer into positive integer, that would also give me a negative sign integer. Okay? So the rules for this division are exactly the same as those for multiplication. Okay, so this is the same one. Two quotient of two integers with the same signs is positive. Quotient of two integers with different signs is negative. This is the summary. So positive divide positive is positive. Negative divide negative is positive. Positive divide negative is negative. And negative divide positive is also...
Looks similar to multiplication. Looks familiar with multiplication.
Yeah, just the same with the multiplication. Okay, let us practice this one. 18 divide negative 2. 18 divide negative 2. What will it give us?
Negative 9.
Very good. Negative 9. Negative 48 divide negative 6. Negative,
oh my gosh.
What will be your answer?
Negative 8.
Is it negative 8 also?
No, 8.
8.
Positive.
Very good. How about this one? Negative 27 divided by positive 9.
Negative 3. Negative 3 because there's positive and negative.
Very good. 64 divide 8.
8.
8. 30 divide negative 5.
Negative 6.
-6. So we will see. We will see if we got it. So -9, 8, -3, 8, and -6. Very good. So
Yay!
yay! So everybody got it right. So tomorrow we are going to prepare for our quiz. Okay? You are going to have your
Quiz!
much for coming. It is already late. I'm sorry for extending my time, but I am also very thankful that some of you